Hello, good morning, wonderful, super awesome, amazing friends on Instagram and YouTube. How is it going this morning? Today I'm being compelled to make this video where I talk about a topic I choose to call the world moves to Africa. Where are you positioned? So if you've been following, if you've been active on social media pages of big businesses like Facebook and the rest of them. Now I give you an instance. When Mark Zuckerberg was invited by Congress of the United States of America to talk about his Libra coin. Mark Zuckerberg is about launching his cryptocurrency called Libra. When he was invited to come and talk about it, the first thing he said was that there are many unbanked people in Africa that they are trying to create a product that will help the whole world get access to get access to easy payment. I want you to underline I want you to underline this phrase. There are many unbanked people in Africa. If you follow American businesses and the big brands, you will see that all they are now saying, all they are talking about is about Africa. Because they know that Africa is the next biggest market. Now, I'll give you an instance. Now, if you go to most of the Western countries of the world, like in the UK here, they have constructed almost all their railways. Their railway system has been in place for years. So what they are doing now is they are just what do they call rehabilitating or renewing, but new constructions are not. There is really no need for new construction as much as there is in Africa. If you go to the US, they have created almost solutions. They have created solutions for most of the challenges that are there. But Africa is untapped, according to what they say. They will always tell you that Africa is untapped. They will always tell you that there's so much potential in Africa. I give you an instance. The CEO of Binance, who is my friend CZ, a Chinese guy, he just recently launched Nigeria as the first country in the world to buy Bitcoin with Naira easily through your bank account. The first fiat the first fiat currency to buy Bitcoin with your ATM account, with your bank directly from your bank. Now, what does this mean for Nigerian exchanges? Small exchanges coming up in Nigeria now. This is an automatic. This is an automatic. What do they call? This is an automatic competition for small companies, for small blockchain tech companies. Sorry, my son just gave me this to peel, and you must always obey them. You must always obey your kids. This one is already dragging me one side, the other one is dragging me the other side. So, what I'm trying to say, take. So, what I am trying to say is that the whole world is moving towards Africa. The whole world, they are coming to create solutions that most of us have been ignoring to create. Now, don't forget, our government, they are always looking for the easy way out. Our government is not ready to build anything from scratch. If you check, most of these big companies like Facebook, they were able to grow so fast as a result of their country, the policies that affect entrepreneurs in that country. Nigeria is already a disadvantaged country when it comes to entrepreneurship. Why? Let me tell you why. There are some businesses that run. I have an office in Lagos. Now, most of the time, the office runs on diesel. Now, by the time you put the price of diesel that you're going to buy in a month together, you will see that at the end of the day, your overhead is so big that your profit line is too thin. But in most of these Western worlds, you see that their government offers them incentives. There is 24 hours power supply. My children don't know that NEPA has taken light. This is how it is. Since my second son, my other son was born in Nigeria. At least he witnessed it once in a while. But my second son, he has never witnessed sleeping in the dark. So somebody like Max, thank you so much, my son. I love you. So somebody like Mark Zuckerberg now, he has never in his entire life seen that NEPA took light, that there is a outage of power supply. So this first gives him this first if does he when he was learning how to code, when he was building Facebook, he has never been coding on his laptop and NEPA took light and he cannot charge his laptop. But as a Nigerian entrepreneur, there are days that if you cannot afford fuel, which is very costly, NEPA will take light and you will be forced to close your laptop. Why? Because it is not charged. So we are already disadvantaged. So our government is not really trying to make things easy for us. Rather, our government is always very fast to accept national companies, to accept international companies to come and do some of the things that we Nigerians can do. So today, I want to ask you, as Facebook and the rest of them make big plans for Africa, where are you positioned in the map? Will you allow these big guys to come to Africa, take the problem of Africa, create solutions? OPay, as you already know right now, OPay is dominating so many small businesses of Nigeria. OPay is owned by Chinese. We have GoCada and the rest of other startups in Lagos. We have a couple of them that are owned by foreign nationals. And this company, they are not just competing with Nigerian-owned companies. Now, let me tell you now, these companies, they will bring in big money and their customer service will be better. Their marketing, their PR and everything will be better off than what you as a Nigerian startup. Remember, as a Nigerian startup, you cannot walk into a bank easily and get loan. So, what are you doing? How positioned are we? Knowing that we are already at the disadvantaged end, because our government will not come for us. So where are you positioned right now as international companies say Africa is the next market? Ask yourself now, which solution am I creating? I tell people every day. Somebody asked me on Instagram post and said, the person was asking me, when I said ask me a question, the person asked me, he said, how can I make money? How can I make money? And I say, create value. Look for a problem around you and create value. Now, I sat down and I discovered that people who have less than 1 million naira find it hard to invest in real estate in Nigeria. So I created something called Abit Crowd to bring together people with small amounts of money, like 5,000, 100,000 naira, to be able to invest in real estate. So now I saw that need and I have created a solution for that. I saw that problem and I've created a solution for that. So ask yourself now, look around you. These companies are telling you that Africa is the next destination, not because they love Africa, but because they know that we are always at the consuming end of everything. We are always. I have been in Europe for some years now, and I can tell you that the number of persons who own cars above 10 million naira is actually more in Nigeria than I have seen in the city I am living. There are more persons who own cars above 10 million naira in Africa, in Lagos, more than the city I am living. Now, this tells you that these guys here, they are not, most of these things that are, most of these big luxurious cars that are created by the top world countries, they are actually created for the African market, because they know that you and I will always want to consume. We always want to do I better pass my neighbor. So some of us have low self-esteem. So we want to buy the biggest car to elevate our self-esteem, our esteem. You understand me? So I want to ask you today, where are you positioned in this map? The whole world is telling you that they are coming to Africa, that Africa is the next big market. When Mark Zuckerberg was being asked of why he was creating Libra coin, the first thing he mentioned was third world countries. Who is these third world countries? Nigeria, Ghana, Zambia, and the rest of them. So these people they are almost finished creating solutions for their country. There is really no market again. Check statistics shows that the number of Nigerians who use the internet, I think we are among top 10 in the world. And what are we using? Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and the rest of it. So this automatically eliminates every form of competition springing up. Why? You know, this was the same reason why the Chinese president had to ban WhatsApp, Facebook, and the rest of them in his country. Why? Because WeChat is owned by Chinese. So he said that he said that he wants Chinese people to use WeChat. And that's why we see the number of users of WeChat go high to be competing with Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. But for us in Africa, our government will never do that. So if you are a startup that is thinking of creating the next big Instagram, the next WhatsApp, the next whatever it is, your chances of failure is already 90% before you start. Why? Because you don't have the big pocket, the deep pocket. So you don't have that deep pocket to advertise, to do PR, to do a whole lot of things. You don't have that deep pocket to invest in that company as Mark Zuckerberg has. So your chances of folding up in the next few years of doing business is very high. So, but I am here to tell you that all hope is not lost. Those industries, those places that we think that we can start dominating, I've always told people, I said, you cannot create a product for the whole world. Even though, no matter how big Facebook is, people in China are not using Facebook. There are some countries that don't use Facebook. So automatically, China market is out of it for Facebook. But people, you can create your own business and gather your own small audience and start feeding them. As you already know, myself and my team, we are launching a cryptocurrency peer-to-peer exchange called Trader, where people can learn trading, where people can trade, and where people can invest in cryptocurrencies. So immediately Binance launched these trading pairs of Naira to BTC. People started asking me, Bitcoin Chief, what will you do now that Binance has launched something similar to what you're planning to launch? And I told them, and I said, Binance has always been there. I can't take away that fact that on a scale of 50-50, Nigerians would prefer to use Binance rather than use my company. But I have seen that I can catch my own small audience, even if it's 1,000 people, and give them the best service. And when I give them the best service, when I give them the best customer service, when I give them value for their money, when I make them feel important, they are going to talk, each one of them is going to talk to at least one person. And that is how I keep growing my own audience. And maybe one day I'll become a competition to a company as big as Binance that has over $3 billion to play around with. I don't have that kind of money. So I ask you again today, as the world moves to Africa, as the world says that Africa is the next big market, where are you positioned in the map? Where are you positioned? Are you going to be positioned as someone that creates solutions for Africa? Or are you going to be positioned as someone that will be working for these multinational companies? There are companies today in Nigeria that operates in Lagos, and they use Nigerians to make so much money and move into their country. I don't know if you understand me. These companies are owned by foreign nationals based in Nigeria, and they use these companies to make so much money from Nigeria and move this money to their own country. So I ask you again today, as the world moves to Africa, as the world says Africa is the next big market, where are you positioned on the map? Are you going to be an employee? Are you going to be an employee? Are you going to be a CEO creating your own solution? Are you going to even be a partner? Because sometimes it's not even about being your CEO, but you can create complementary. Like right now, I have personally referred over 1,000 persons to Binance. Now, what I will do now is, when I finish creating Arbitrader, sorry, my son just put this off. When I finish creating Arbitrader, which is my own peer-to-peer exchange, now I will work to partner with Binance in terms of liquidity, so that people can be able to purchase Bitcoin easily through my platform. Because Binance has the number of Bitcoin that 100 persons can buy in a day and it won't finish. But I don't have that number of Bitcoin. So what I am asking you today again is that, as the world moves to Africa, where are you positioned on the map? So think about this. If you watch this video to the end, follow me up on Instagram and drop your thoughts on this particular video, which is uploaded on my IGTV, and I'm going to send 5,000 naira to 20 persons that can comfortably answer this question. As the world moves to Africa, where are you positioned in the map? Thank you so much, guys. Do have a great day.